extra income that makes a difference in your life. Do you want extra income? Just subscribe to Boss Life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Subscribe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Subscribe to Boss Life Online. Well, hello everybody. This is Gio, and I am the Boss Life Online. Today we have as my guest Marlene. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Marlene.
Hey everybody, this is Life with Marlene, your Florida vlogger. Thank you so much for having me, Gio.
All right. Today we're going to be talking about, do you know about the pitfalls of a quick success? A lot of people just want to see the end game. They don't want to go through nothing to get there. They just want the money. Okay. So let's just talk about that and see where that will go. Okay. And how it goes and what kind of trouble people get in and all of this kind of stuff like that. Okay. So before we get started, let me just say that Boss Life Online has been around since 2019. I own my own business. In fact, several businesses. I own 3 YouTube channels and they are all monetized. So this channel is all about making money and showing you how to advertise on the internet. So with that said, let's get into today's topic, which is, do you know about the pitfalls of a quick success? So let me pull up my notes here because I do have an outline that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
First of all, we live in a world that glorifies overnight success. We do. We live in a world that glorifies overnight success. Social media feeds are filled with stories of how people just go from zero to a hero in the blink of an eye. We see YouTubers who gain millions of subscribers in months, businesses that become unicorns in years, and individuals who achieve fame and fortune without the years of grinding that used to be the norm. Child. This constant exposure to all of this can create a powerful attraction to a quick success. Okay? A temptation to seek shortcuts and bypass the traditional path to achievements. What do you think about that, Marlene?
That's a lot to take in because, Gio, everything that you said is the truth. There are so many people who want success or they want your success, but they're not willing to put in the work that they need to be able to be successful. They just want to ride on your success.
Right. And they don't want to know about the journey. They don't want to know how many nights you stayed up crying about it and trying to figure out what's your next move. They don't know how many times you had to start over for your dream. You know, they just want the end game. And see, and that's what attracts people to quick success when they see your end game. I have not had one person ask me, how you made it? How did you do it? All they want to know, can you get me where you at? Can you get me where you are at, ghetto at? No, you have to work for this, okay? Now, let's move on to the next section. Here are reasons why we are so drawn to the idea of quick success. First of all, we are impatient.
Very.
Human beings are naturally impatient. We want results and we want them now. The idea of delayed gratification is becoming less and less appealing in this fast paced world. These are some of the reasons. This is one of the reasons why we are drawn to the idea of quick success is we are impatient. We don't want to work for it. We want quick gratification. And I see that every day now. People want gratification right away. They don't want to wait. They want that money now. Just tell me what I need to do to get there. Okay? And I don't want to get there in 5 years. I want to do it in a week. Lord, have a week, Marlene. Go ahead and speak on it.
Listen, Gio. See, one thing about success is that even people who run these big Fortune 500 companies that are multi-million and billion-dollar, entities, they didn't just get there overnight. There was a lot of failures, and we've heard so many of these entrepreneurs who were homeless or only had maybe $20 in their bank account, but they believed in their dreams and they put in the work in order to get it. So we have to get out this microwave society and thinking that we can get there overnight. It's going to take time.
Right. Another reason is why people are attracted to this quick success is fear of missing out. Seeing others achieve success quickly can trigger a fear of being left behind. And I have to say that has happened to me. Where I see somebody else making it, and we all came in at the same time, and somebody then took off and made it and stuff. Seeing others achieve success quickly can trigger a fear of feeling left behind. We worry that if we don't take shortcuts, we miss our chance. But it's just not your season. Okay? It's not your season yet. You ain't missing out on nothing. Don't take no shortcuts. Because it don't stick, baby. Let me tell you. Okay? The next is the illusion of effortlessness. Social media, y'all really need to listen to this part. Social media often portrays success as effortless. Like you ain't got to do a darn thing. Nothing. But just sit back, money gonna fall out the sky. It's going to hit in your pocketbook, and then you going to take it to the bank. That's what social media will do for you. Okay? Keep on believing in that, and you going to see that ain't true. All right? We see the final product. That's all we see. We see the victory, but not the hours of hard work, failures, sacrifices that went into it. I mean, come on. Okay, this creates the illusion that success can be achieved without much effort. Child, let me tell y'all this next point that I got for y'all. Okay, this is why the scammers succeed in getting our money. It is because of the allure, the attraction to getting something easy, fast, and without work and without research. That's why the scammers is around. They be laughing at us or y'all, because I don't play that. Okay, but they be laughing at y'all because all you see is the end game. And that's what the scammers want you to understand. And they want you to be a part of this allure, the attraction, the fascination of getting something without working for it. Oh, they will give it to you, baby. And it's a whole bunch of them out there getting your money. Come on, Marlene, with it.
Listen, you know what it is all about, Gio, though? It's yes, it's they want to ride on coattails of success. Yes, and I'm going to say it too. They're lazy. They don't want to do the work. And I'll tell you something, Gio. That used to be me. Remember when you first met me? Oh, can you do it for me? Wanting other people to do things for you. No, you need to learn how to work hard. You need to put in some work. You need to, get a mentor, get yourself right, and stay consistent.
Right. And these scammers out here, they're not playing with y'all. They'll put something up that looks so good. Like me and Marlene was searching for something yesterday, and all of it looks so good.
Oh, yes.
Getting it, Marlene? And then what
Very
did I say?
appealing. Very appealing.
And I said, girl, we better research this here because this is too good to be true. And if you research and you'll see what other people have said and how much money they done lost behind these scammers, because it's really, the scammers is dependent on you to want something quick.
Yes.
They're dependent on you. So when you read it, you're going to say, oh, this is good. Let me get my money out. That's what they want.
Yep.
This is why they're out there. That's easy money for them. Where it is you done lost your hard-earned money because for one thing, you want something quick. You want to earn money quick. You don't want to go through nothing. You just want to earn it, and that's it. And these scammers are waiting on you. Okay? Please do your research. Let's move on to the desire for quick success can lead people down a dangerous path. And we just talked about the scammers. Here are reasons people may resort to unethical or harmful practices, plagiarism, and intellectual property. People may steal content, they may steal ideas or creative work from others, passing it off as their own. And that it's unethical. And it's a harmful practice because once people find out, you're gonna be looking stupid. Okay.
But Gio, but they don't think about those things.
Well, I'm here to tell them. And I sure hope people be looking at this video because this is how scammers get your money. Because all you want is quick. You don't want to create nothing. You want to copy. You want to take somebody else's content and ideas and creative work and pass it off as yours. That's how come that's how come it is called the pitfalls of quick success, because all of this is going to ruin you in the end.
Yep. It's gonna make you look like you got egg on your face because you perpetuated this fakeness. You made people believe you are more intelligent, or you ran things, or you worked hard to get this, and you went through the back door. You paid people off. You did all of these wrong things, and then when people find out that you're a fraud, you only have yourself to blame.
Okay, here's another reason that people feel like they get left behind and they want to practice quick success. Deceptive practices. They might engage in scams, which we talked about. They might engage in fraud or other dishonest activities to gain money or recognition.
Yes.
And y'all already know we got a lot of scammers out here doing this. Okay. Now, when you go the quick way and try to get money the quick way, you damage relationships. The pursuit of a quick success can lead to exploitation of others, harming personal or professional relationships. Especially when you take wait a minute, you low key drag your friend. You find out what they want to do and how they finna do it, but you go do it first. That's low key dragging, baby.
And
And
what do they
you,
and Gio, and what do they say? What goes around comes around.
right. Just like you done it to them, somebody gonna do it to you. Don't be low key dragging your friends. Don't be trying to find out what they doing so that you could go do it first. First of all, you're gonna lose that friend because that friend is gonna feel betrayed and low key dragged.
Yeah.
And if they're the type of friend that some of these people I know, you gonna get a video about you. Something gonna come out, so everybody gonna know what you done. Think about it. Well, go around. Don't be damaging your relationship because you too lazy to get up and think of your own original content.
Mm-mm.
Because you too lazy to go through the finding out a business plan, what you gonna do and how you gonna do it, how long it's gonna take. It's probably gonna take up to 5 years, but you too lazy. You want it right now, quick success. So you're gonna go and you gonna damage your relationship behind this. You're gonna do this to a friend that you've been friends with for 5 or 6 years, that you done told all of your business to, and they done told you all of their business. You know, you don't know what people gonna do with your business and that information you done gave to them. Think about it before you do it. You don't need no quick success. Work for it. Okay? Another thing that when you want quick success is it damages you have to sacrifice the long-term growth. Shortcuts often leads to short-term gains but can hinder long-term growth and sustainability. Okay, now I'm gonna say this, Marlene. Okay, when you take stuff from folks or whatever in the business world, the local business world, YouTube, Instagram, or anywhere, if it's not your content, you stole it.
Well,
Okay,
if it's not your original idea.
yeah, you stole that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but in the long run, I'm gonna tell you something. If that person that you took it from is making a ton of money, trust me, you won't be. Because for one thing, they went through years and years to get this idea, put it together. They prayed about it. It was given to them and you stole it. They the ones gonna make the most money because people already know they had it first. And they already know how to make it work. You just took the idea and put it on your channel or wherever you did, but you don't know the ins and the outs of how they made it work. That's why you will not be sustainable, but they will. See, I may not have the big words that these big people use that's in big business and stuff, but I understand business. And better than that, I understand relationships.
Yes.
And you know why? Because I got a relationship with myself. Okay? I got a relationship with God. See, I'm trying to make it to heaven. I ain't trying to come to your stuff, Marlene, and steal your stuff.
Yes.
I'm not trying to damage my relationships. I want a sustainable business. So why am I going to go steal your idea and think it's going to be sustainable? It is not. So I just
See,
had to throw that part in there. Go ahead, Marlene.
see, Gio, you know that what it is all about. It all goes back to our inner. You know, I love to talk about the inner work. If you do not work on yourself, know yourself, love yourself, it doesn't matter. You could try to open 17 million businesses. They will all fail until you learn that what you just talked about, how to treat people, how to be good to people, how to be a friend, how could I support somebody? Everything isn't about money. It's about building relationships. It's about building trust and loyalty. And when you lose loyalty from the people who have helped you to be who you are, let's just say it, Gio. Let's keep it real. In business, you are only as effective as the people who can trust you. And when
Thank
people
you.
find out that they can't trust you, there's going to be more people who will put that out there, make videos, make vlogs. You can't ever catch up when your reputation becomes ruined.
Yeah, it's loss of integrity.
Yep.
Loss of integrity. When people prioritize quick success over ethical behavior, they risk losing their integrity and damaging their reputation. I'm not trying to do nothing that's going to damage my reputation. I'm not trying to do a thing. If I want something, Marlene, I'm going to email you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to get in touch with you and say, do you mind or can I? And if you say, no, I really don't want to give it away, then I say, well, can we collaborate? Okay. And if they say, yeah, we can collaborate, then we're going to do just that. I'm not going to say, well, forget her or use the F word. Forget that. I'm going to do it anyway. And then get on your channel or your business or wherever you're going to do it at and tell people, oh, I came up with this idea.
Wow.
That is damaging your reputation. Because that other person, according to they may not have no recovery. They may not believe in nothing but getting you back. And that's called revenge.
Yeah.
And here you are that done this to a person. Where is your conscience?
But I believe, Gio, that some people, they don't know anything about a conscience. They don't know anything about faith because all they think about is themselves and them winning and how can they get ahead. But you cannot get ahead if you don't have collaborations. You can't get ahead and stay there without support. We all need each other, no matter what it is that you're doing in this life, whether it's business, it's social media, all of those things is dependent on relationships. And if you can't build trusting relationships, you will never make it.
Right. And in business, y'all don't need to be watching them business movies. The people that come in and jealousy comes in and all of this stuff, you will never make it because the people that are really loyal to the person that had the business first, they ain't gonna want to have nothing to do with you. In fact, you're gonna get fired. Okay, you probably can't get no another job because you've been blacklisted. All right, nobody want to be bothered with you. That information is going to follow you all for the rest of your life, unless you publicly apologize,
Right.
and admit to what you did. Be accountable.
You said a mouthful right there, Gio. Be accountable. How many people know how to be accountable? They only think about themselves and what they want and their pocketbook and their problems. But let's be honest, Gio, and especially in business, we all have problems, trying to keep the business afloat, trying to come up with new and innovative ideas. We're all trying, but what about what you said earlier? What about collaborating, coming together? You win, I win. When you do things together, then other people can say, "Oh, well, that must mean they must like them. So let's see what they're all about."
Yeah,
you win.
you win, and I've been saying this ever since I've been on YouTube. Okay, if I see Marlene come up with a service that I need that's going to help me with my channel or whatever, I'm not going to go try to start it on my channel. No, ma'am. I'm going to get in there and say, Let me jump in here and help Marlene. What do I need to do, Marlene? I want to be a part of this or whatever and make it bigger. Because when you come in and you collaborate like that, you got a team of loyal people. Why start it all over when it's already working? Okay? But people, I don't understand that for the life of me. Why you want to go and it ain't even your idea, your business plan, your nothing. But you're going to go start it because you think that you can do it better. But see, one of the things that people don't understand, I don't care what they say about what I'm about to say.
Say it, Gio, say it.
Because when God gives you a gift, hallelujah. Can I say it one more time? When God gives you that gift, it is not for no one else. You will try to do it, but you will not do it as well, and it will not be sustainable as the person that God gave it to.
Yes.
Now check that.
Yep. That part is what people don't think about. That God chooses people. He gives them a certain business sense, or because of their story or their talents or gifts, and he's like, yeah, you do this. But other people look at it, well, oh, I see they're successful, or look how much people is in their live or watch their videos. I could do that. But that's not you. And we've talked about this before, Gio, about being in your own lane. And that applies to business as well. That not everything is meant to be for me. That's your lane. That's what you do well. So you can look at people and see what they do and use as inspiration, and then you take it and say, how can I apply this to my business?
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, if any of my friends on any social media got a service and it's good and it's gonna make my channels grow or whatever business I have grow, I'm jumping in with them. I ain't finna go start it on my channels.
no.
Why? When it's already ready and they already went through everything and I ain't got to go through nothing but just pay my little money and say, and then here go my channel blowing up. When you come in as a team, you win.
Yeah.
But if you come in as, trying to see what you're doing, then go do it on this channel, that channel, trust me, them people, you ain't going to be around long. And you ain't going to be able to do it because you don't have the skills to do it. Okay, leadership. You got to have leadership skills. You got to have relationship skills. You got to have a relationship skills with yourself.
Yes.
You got to have a conscience and you got to have a higher power or whatever you want to call it. But you got to be accountable for your behavior, for people to like you and follow you. If you don't have all of that, people ain't going to like you and they ain't going to follow you. This happens all the time in business.
Yes.
I had a great mentor that taught me that. She said, you're a very likable person just because you're just warm and and people are attracted to you because you're real. I said, you know what? I spent 5 years in therapy. I say, and then I cried and I asked God to take me back. I said, ever since then, my life changed. Ever since then, I wanted to be a better person. Ever since then, I got my own business. Okay, I got business partners. I got 5 mentors. I got people that I love and people that trust me and people that follow me. I didn't get that by taking other folks' stuff. Okay, I will not go back to that seat in therapy. Look what I got from it. I got my whole life, you
Yeah.
know, and I can sit here and tell the truth and be Geo and let y'all know. Don't ruin your reputation over quick success.
Mm.
Cause it don't work and it ain't gonna last and you're gonna ruin your reputation, especially when you get to the point where you're one of your friends that made it and you ain't.
Mm. And
You
at that time, Gio, you're gonna wish that you were on their team.
thank you.
Mm.
Because of jealousy, you go try to do this and that and that. You don't hurt people like that. Especially if you've been friends with somebody for a long time. That hurts that person. Let me tell you, it has been done to me twice.
Mm.
And I'm telling you, that is no good. Do not ruin your reputation over quick success. Okay, let's move on now to, uh, let's see, my next point is with the allure. And that means attraction, fascination of quick success. While the allure of quick success is undeniable, true fulfillment and lasting achievement rarely comes, listen, y'all, it rarely comes without effort.
Mm.
You got to put some work in, you know, perseverance and integrity.
Yep.
So, what do you do to follow the true path to fulfillment? Let's talk about that. Well, the first thing you do is you focus on the process and embrace the journey, not just the destination. See, that's what people don't do. They don't want to go through the journey. They don't want to climb up the mountaintop. They want to be on the mountaintop. The way to grow is to enjoy the process of climbing the mountain to the mountaintop, of learning and growing and developing your skills. That's what I'm talking about. Embrace the journey.
And you know what, Gio? When you work hard, like you have done, and many others who are business owners and entrepreneurs, when you put in the hard work, you know what to do, and you learn what not to do. You learn who you can trust, and you learn who you can't. And while it does hurt when people treat you some type of way, it makes you really like fix your mind and say, this is what I'm supposed to do. Don't let other people stop you because of someone trying to smear your reputation. Make you stronger. And I will say this, that when someone will talk about you behind your back, because it's happened to me too, try to ruin your reputation, try to get people to be away from your business or your social media platform, what it does is it draws people more to you. So the opposite effect happens. They try to smear your reputation, and you may start getting some business from what they said, because they said, let me find out if what they're saying is true, because there are people who don't just believe things at face value just because somebody says something about you. So, I always say God always elevates his children.
Right?
Even when someone tries to ruin your reputation, God always makes the truth come out.
That's true. And that's why you hear me say all the time, I am a precious child of God. You better believe that. And God always takes care of his children.
Mhm.
Okay? Okay, another way to build a sustainable building and build a strong foundation is you focus on building a solid foundation of knowledge, skills, and relationships. Relationships, okay? This will provide a platform for long term success. If you ain't got no relationship with your team that's around you, then your business is gonna go ploop, because you gotta have people to help you make it. If I don't go to the store and buy no groceries, HEB store down here wouldn't have no money. If all the people in Houston just start going to Kroger, and not go to HEB, HEB gonna be boop boop.
Gone.
You have to have people in your business. So that's why it said relationships. You have to build relationships with people. And then once you build relationships with your team, they gonna go out and build relationships with these people. Then they gonna go out and build relationships with these people. And all of a sudden, you got a store full of folks buying your groceries.
Yes.
Okay, so you must build a strong foundation. You have to embrace failure and as a learning opportunity. Child.
Listen, Gio, when you fail, it does not feel like a good thing. It's not like when you have your business, it's not that the business, you feel like, oh, this is going to continue on. I know many people, when you hit some roadblock or someone does something to hurt you, offend you, smear your reputation or whatever, it feels like a setback. But, like we've talked about before, a setback gets you ready for your comeback. In that season, you learn things. That may be the time where you meet some new people. Maybe you get some fire behind, say, now I got a new idea. So always look at what you can learn and what you can grow through your problems and your difficulties, because it's not going to be easy.
Child, that's what I'm talking about. When I lost my monetization on this channel and my other channel, I was devastated. And I'm like, ooh, I'm a leader. I ain't supposed to be doing this. But you know what? I'm glad I did. Because I learned so much about how to get demonetized and how to stay monetized. Okay? So just because anybody, all the big channels and people that y'all think got it going on, all of these people can get demonetized because of one little mistake, maybe that they didn't know about, or they knew about it and put it on there anyway, thinking YouTube wasn't gonna do nothing or catch them.
Got late.
But the thing about it is, don't feel ashamed and go away or whatever. Just say, hey, I got demonetized because of this, this, and this, and this is what I plan to do. You're gonna find that you're gonna have people behind you. What can I do to help you? You can play my playlist, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But the main thing that you got to be accountable for is to ask yourself what part you played in it.
Ooh.
And then once you find out that answer, then you go on to correct that. And I guarantee you won't be doing that again. And you will have gained so much knowledge and you would have grown to be a better person. I'm telling you, been there, done that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times with business. And this, I'm not just talking about YouTube, I'm talking about any business. You have to admit your mistakes. Or what part you played in it. Sometimes we don't play a part in it. But most of the time we do. All right, let's move on to prioritize integrity and ethical behavior. Maintain your integrity and adhere to ethical principles, even when it's difficult. Ooh, Lord, your reputation and character are invaluable assets. And you know what, child? I'm so glad Marlene is in my life, because, child, she the one told me no response is the best response. Mm-hmm. And that girl is so right. But see, God protects his kids. He put people in your life to surround you with protection, to give you support in this business. He puts people in your life if you open up your heart and listen, to protect you and your business. I have Marlene, I have two of my sisters. I have two other friends that are my protection team. Okay? When I can call and just be gritty Geo and say what I really want to do.
Mhm.
Okay? I vent to them. You have to have people that you can vent to because we all are human. Yeah, you want to be kicking some butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to just throw them across a mountain and kick them up in the sky. And when they come down, just give them a good suck because they hurt you.
Yes.
And you need somewhere to vent that. So you go and you vent. But in the end, no response is the best response. Or if you're going to give a response, then you need to make it about you and what you're going to do and how you're going to achieve even more success.
Yeah.
You don't even have to bring up that person
Don't,
or
don't
whatever it was. The shit. Go
don't
ahead,
don't
Marlon.
don't even give them any leverage or any power over you, because they're waiting for you to mention their name. They want that power, like, oh yeah, go ahead and say it, say my name. Don't even give them a moment of your time. Don't even give them any power, because as my dad used to always say when I was growing up, says, where you do not put any fuel, there will not be any fire. They can keep
Right.
arguing, they can keep making videos, but when you're not responding to it, they're going to leave you alone eventually.
That is so true, Marlene. So true. So, guys, and last, you need to cultivate patience and perseverance, as we just said. Understand the true success. Understand that true success takes time and effort. Be patient, persistent, and resilient in the face of challenges. Because with any business, you're going to have challenges. You're going to have people that's going to challenge you. You're going to have jealousy. Okay. You're going to have betrayal. All of these things happen in businesses, not just on YouTube or the social media. All of that is business. YouTube is a business. Okay, and local businesses, affiliate businesses, all of this betrayal, hurt, crying, tears, praying, all of this happens. Okay? People turning their back on you, people stealing your stuff. All of this happens in businesses. But be patient, persistent, and resilient in the face of all of these challenges. Keep on going, keep using the gift God has given you. And in conclusion, while the desire for quick success is understandable, it's crucial to resist the temptation to take shortcuts that compromise our values or long term goals. True success is not about how fast you get there, but about what you become along the way.
Mm.
Because if you become your best self and you are likable, I'm telling you, and you know, and people know you're going to do the right thing, for everybody involved, people will follow you and you will have a sustainable business. I want to thank y'all for being here. Thank you, Marlene, for being here. Is there any last words, Marlene?
Well, I would just say that, just like you said, to be accountable, have some support, people that you can vent to, and just be consistent. Don't let words, don't let being in your feelings about things stop you from winning. You got to stay persistent and stay consistent, and you will get to success. Thank
Right.
you. Yeah.
And so, Marlene, we're going over to where we're going next.
Life with Marlene.
We're going over to Life with Marlene. We're going to be over there talking about whatever her subject is. You know what it is, Marlene?
Yes, so my subject is if you only had a brain. Yeah.
Okay. so sweet.
You know how I am. Nice, I'm nice, nasty. You know that.
If you only had a brain.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. Come on over to Life with Marlene and let's listen to her topic if you only had a brain. Okay? And I'm going to be over there as her collaborating partner on this particular subject. So come on over and see what I got to say about that. And actually, hear what Marlene has to say about it. That's Life with Marlene. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank the Holy Spirit for being here. Thank you so much. I want to thank everybody in the chat who came. And let's see who all it was. Realist, Steps to Leap. Hey, Rochelle. Steps to Leap was in the chat. Pandi was in the chat. Steps to Leap podcast. That's a good friend of mine out of Barbados. That's Rochelle. Thank you so much for being here, Rochelle. Trish the Natural is in the chat. Thank you so much. 20CH is in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, y'all, let's go over to Life with Marlene. And I will see you guys next Monday. We're doing this every Monday, 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock noon Eastern on Mondays. So, with that said, bye-bye, everybody. Do you want extra income that makes a difference in your life? Do you want extra income? Just subscribe to Boss Life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Subscribe, yeah.